Hello everyone. As a preface to this video, please make sure that you watch the video that's uploaded to our class website about the Salem witch trials, as it'll give you a better historical understanding of them and give you a bit more background. As a slight intro to this video lecture, all I would like to say is that the Salem witch trials stand as the pure embodiment of the power of groupthink and group identity. Collective identity and powerful cultural rigidity can create a society that has near authoritarian control over all aspects of life and law. Panic can be created through deviant behavior. Whenever the status quo is broken, people typically react in an inopportune way. The panic created by the believed existence of witches in Salem in 1698 led to the hanging of 19 women, and countless others died in prison or through torture. Impulsive reactionary responses to things that are not understood typically leads to chaos. The chaos of the Salem witch trials left many dead in its wake. The panic inevitably calmed as quickly as it started, but it is not an anomaly in American history that people learned from and did not repeat. The video that you watched before watching this lecture laid down the historical groundwork of the Salem witch trials. I take it all of you have some sort of background in it. You've read about it, heard about it. It's pretty much ingrained in early American culture and history. What I want to talk about in this video lecture is deeper than those surface level understandings you may already have about the trials or what the video taught you. What exactly was Puritan America? What sort of culture were they practicing? Puritan America was extremely controlled by authority and culture. It was a deterministic society where people already believed that you were either going to heaven or hell as soon as you were born. Everything was regimentally controlled by religion, and people in power had complete control over all aspects of society, culture, and just social practices. As we turn to the trials themselves, women were targeted as witches predominantly. What were women's larger roles in Puritan society? Honestly, they were non-existent. Women were housewives, and that was it. If you were born into this world as a girl or a woman, you would be a housewife, inevitably, married off to do very little other than take care of the homestead. Also, what was focused on was just religion in general. Puritan society and culture flowed through religion. Anything that went against it, or that could have even been perceived as going against Christianity, was seen as a direct threat to their entire society and way of life. From there, it must be asked, who were the witches? It wasn't that easy to say who were actually witches. Targeted through historical documents, we found that it was single older women, specifically because they didn't fit the Puritan ideal of a housewife and mother. Any woman who didn't have children was an anomaly to Puritan society. Therefore, they were targeted and more likely to be reported as witches. The same thing would be women that were deemed irrational or ill-spirited. Any woman who didn't embody Christian values, or that was just blatantly mean or rude to others, went against Christian values and Puritan values. Therefore, they were an anomaly. They broke the status quo. They were seen as deviants. Therefore, neighbors were more likely to report them as witches, even though they're not practicing actual witchcraft. From there was also the idea of revenge and spurning. Certain neighbors and women who spurned anyone were more likely to get reported as witches. If your neighbor came to your house for sugar and you did not give them sugar, in turn, through revenge, they would report you as a witch because you were not practicing Puritan values of giving to your neighbor. Are these right? No, they're not. But it shows just how much control these Puritans had over their society. Anything that went against it would be taken out, or in this case, hanged and executed. What I want you to take away from this is just the power and control that the Puritans had over their own society, how ingrained their culture was, and how much control they had because of that. There is an attached discussion that I want you to complete and bring to class next time. What I want you to ponder and what I want to leave you with is, has this ever happened again in American history? I don't believe we've learned from this, but do you? Can you think of another time when anything like the Salem witch trials has happened? I'll see you in class. Thank you.